Wait, before this video starts, I do just want to say, yes, this video is coming out late and a lot of games have already started, and that might sway my predictions a little bit. Just know this was all predicted before they started, and I just want you to take it at that. But enough of the disclaimer, yeah, here's the video. Valorant Stage 2 Challenges events right now are completely stacked. Some of the biggest organizations in the world from each region are coming together, and it's insane right now. And I'm about to predict them all. This will be fun. Now, just before this video starts, I want to just quickly say that this video took me ages to make, to research, to do everything, because I didn't know most of these regions when I, first went into this. So I would just say if you can spare me a like or a sub, that'll be absolutely great. I made this video on really short notice because I didn't actually think that they would be this good. And also, by the way, if you have your own predictions, please put them in the comments below. I would love to read them. Just quick thing though. All of these are my own opinions, all of these are my own predictions. They're all of good fun, not meant to be taken literally, And hey, if you think I'm stupid, tell me that in the comments too, as well as your prediction. I'll read them. Why am I still wearing my headset? And with all that out of the way, we'll get right into it. I'll be going through each region one by one in not really a particular order, so if you want to see when your region is, just look in the timestamps. I'll put some timestamps in the description. Starting off with South America, it has currently 3 slots available right now, and they're split into LATAM and Brazil, with another slot being decided in a playoff between, the second place from each region. Starting off with Brazil, and by the way, all the teams that have qualified for each region I'll put up on the screen as well, apart from one, which just decided to be difficult. I don't know why. Anyways, with Brazil, I have put in Group A, the people to advance being Los Grandes and Furia. Sorry if I'm pronouncing these names absolutely terribly. And I've also got Loud to win Group A. In Group B, I have NIP and TBK to go through, and the person to win that, in my opinion, will be Vivo Kid, or Kid Stars as they're put on the screen. I have then placed Vivo Kid and Loud in my top 2. I'll get to the other teams in a second, I just want to quickly go through it. And I've also got Vivo Kid to lose, unfortunately, to Loud, sending Loud straight to Masters, and Vivo Kid to the LATAM versus Brazil playoffs that will be played later. Now, real quick, I just want to quickly say this. I think Loud are the best team in Brazil. Like, how they performed at Masters, how they've just performed in general, even in the last challenges. I think there's no team that really comes close to them. I don't think that's really controversial. But the thing that may raise some people's eyebrows is me not actually having NIP to even get playoffs. The reason for this is because I think NIP and Vivo Kid are completely 50-50 even, but just purely because of how Vivo Kid has just the much stronger lineup in my opinion, and the fact that NIP bombed out of the Masters event, I genuinely just think that Vivo Kid may take this over NIP. Hi, Editor Harvey here. Editing through the video, I just realized I didn't actually record the LATAM side of this video, which included LAN and LAS. So I'm just gonna really quick go through it, and then we'll get back to good footage me, because Jesus Christ, the lights in this room are terrible. But yeah, in order to speed through this, I'm just gonna read through my cheat sheet, so I don't know if this will be too entertaining, but I hope you still find a little bit of fun out of it. I think the teams in the LAS challenges that we'll go through are Optics, 9Z, Crew, and Leviathan, with Leviathan and Crew making it through to the qualifiers. And then in the LAN challenges, I think that Border Masters and Fusion, Team Cruelty, and alot, I'm just going to call them Laser, will go through, and I think the teams that will win are Team Cruelty and Laser. Now with the LATAM playoffs between Crew Esports, Leviathan, Laser, and Team Cruelty, I think the 2 teams that will go through to the top 2 are Crew and Leviathan, with Leviathan actually winning over Crew. I think that Crew will be taken down to the LATAM versus Brazilian playoffs. And surprisingly, I also got them to lose to Kid, because Crew hasn't been performing all too well, and I think this might be the first time where they don't actually qualify for a major. Okay, now that I've finished all of that, we'll get back to good footage me. Yeah. moving over to APAC, this took me the longest to rank, and it's not because it was particularly different or difficult. No, it was because they were different. No, it was completely because they were different. They have so many tournaments. They have so many of them, and some of them aren't even finished. I don't even have the actual APAC list of the people who will be competing in APAC. So I had to go through every single smaller challengers event just to make a coherent list, because I'm just so nice. And yeah, just also because I am incredibly lazy and I refuse to name every one of them. On screen, you'll be seeing every single person who I think will make the APAC Challengers event just in general, okay? And if any of these are wrong, whoops. So with all of that, the actual APAC Challengers, there's so much to name, all for just the obvious. I think Xerxia and Paper X will win again, just straight up. I think they're just going to go to Masters. However, I do think Bleed and Full Sense are the closest that we have to like possibly making Masters. I think they do have a good chance of changing it, but I don't know. Xerxia and Paper X just were so dominant at Masters. I think it's just fair to say that they probably will win this again. I know this might upset people. I put Global Esports to lose again. I don't want them to. I genuinely want Global Esports to win. I want to see SK Rossi supremacy, but I don't think we will. I don't think we will. Also, I put Order high, yes, just because they have Big Dick Stacy. Now moving on to Japan's, again they're kind of being a little bit difficult. The teams haven't been finalized, but I'm going to be real, it doesn't really change who I think is going to win or the outcome of even the top 4 very much. So on the screen you'll probably see the top 8 people who I think will make it. And who I think will be in the top 4 will be, and this, one of these is kind of weird, Reignite, Fave, Crazy Raccoon, and the winners, Zeta Division. Zeta's gonna win. Zeta Division, in my opinion, win this challenge, hands down. Crazy Raccoon maybe can beat them. I don't see that happening. The only wild card in here is Reignite, just because they've been playing well recently. They've just been playing pretty decent. Korean Challenger, I think the RX will win, and I don't think that's quite a controversial opinion. I just think they're the strongest team in the entirety of the Korean Challengers. However, I do think there is an argument where Dam1 or Slay2, I still don't know how to pronounce their name, Slay2ers, I'm going to call them Slayers, it's probably not how you pronounce their name, or World Game Star could contest for it, but I just do think the RX like have a pretty easy spot to Masters right now, and I think they really had that for mostly their entire time being in the Korean Valorant scene. You don't really see too many differences in these smaller challenger scenes, do you? But now, the big 2 regions that I think most people here will be wanting to see, EMEA and NA. These 2 I'm the most excited to talk about. And starting with EMEA, this was definitely by far the second hardest one to rank out of every single one of them, just due to so many factors, and I'll list them off right now. Fnatic changing a lot of their roster, my favorite team by the way, changing their roster. It's good to know that, because you'll see where I placed them later. So many recent changes to like a lot of teams. Wildcards like Na'Vi and Focus doing insane. The fact that FPX didn't even play in Masters because they couldn't even travel. There was also the case of Liquid and G2 performing so much better than most people thought. Liquid making it at all. Hell, the fact that just the entirety of the old Gambit roster, Me Champions, just didn't even do too well in the last challenges. It's just such a mess. The entirety of EMEA is just such a mess. But I got through it. And I have my predictions, which are here. You probably see them on screen. You probably see them. Now, hold on. Let me state a few things, because this looks terrible. Trust me, I understand. I do think FPX and Me Champions are the best teams in EMEA by far. And I just think, you know, it's quite easy to see that, you know, they win. I think that's fair. I think the fact that EMEA champions have been so consistent at high tier events is why I put them above FPX. I would be surprised if it was the other way around. I think Liquid and G2 are 50-50. I think they definitely play very similarly in terms of their global international successes as well as their EMEA challenges successes in the past. But I just think it's funny if Liquid miss out twice. I don't know, I just find it funny. I did place Focus very high because they've been on a fucking tear. That genuinely, they've been playing insane, and okay, this may be, I can see them making Masters. I would not be surprised if Masters 2 you saw Focus in it. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Ascend and Fnatic. I don't think they're going to be doing too well. I don't think Ascend and Fnatic will be doing well at all. I think Fnatic's multiple roster changes, just the different places where they've been placed in their team, I don't think they're going to have enough time to mesh with how they play now. And Ascend just haven't been playing too well since Champions. Just, I think everyone can, I don't like saying a fluke. Maybe. Oh boy. NA challenges 2. I think this is the biggest challenger event in Valorant history. I'm just gonna say it. You will have to wait a couple of years to see this type of, you know, challenges. It's nuts. The name power alone, I calculated how many followers on Twitter each team has combined. It's like 17 million for Valorant or even esports in general. That's insane. I think this challenges is probably the most, like, you need to see this out of all of them this year. I think it's insane. But I'll stop fanboying for a second. I'll stop fanboying for a second and just get to what you guys really care about. What are my predictions for NA Challenges 2022? Well, it's this. Optic and Cloud9 are, in my opinion, the two best teams in the world right now. I think by far. Maybe they're getting caught up with, you know, Loud. I think a lot of teams from different regions can definitely say that they're the best team in the world right now, but Optic and Cloud9, I would say, definitely like the two peak Valorant teams. I think they play Valorant perfectly, or at least close to perfection. And I would not be surprised if either of them, you know, lost the challenges, just purely because of the name power and star power alone in this entire event. I think the closest people to dethroning Optic and Cloud9, however, are The Guard and FaZe. The Guard have already proven they can do this, and the new FaZe's team is, in my opinion, insane. It's insane. But all that's to say, if I could see any teams dethroning Optic and Cloud9, it would probably be The Guard and FaZe. And yeah, I think all the rest of the teams that I've placed here are kind of, you know, where they need to be. I think genuinely any of this could be changed, and I would be pretty fair of it. This challenges seems nuts, but right here is where I really conclude all of my predictions for VCT Challenges Stage 2. I will show you right now all of the teams that I think are going to get to Masters, but yeah, I think these challenges will be insane. I would advise go watch them, like, beyond a doubt. And again, if you did like this video, you know, like it, sub, I don't know, do whatever makes you feel good. And also, by the way, I do stream on Twitch 3 times a week, so if you want to go there, you know, I'll see ya. And yeah, you can also join my Discord as well. You know, I post when I'm doing stuff there. And if you want to see when I ever do it, and yeah, if you want to go to my Discord too, I post, you know, what I'm doing, you know, when I do it. And if you want to see when I do some other stuff, that's probably the best place to go. And again, so show me your predictions in the comments. I feel like it'll be really cool. But yeah, I guess that's really it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go play some Valorant now.